Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Oana and this is Oana's Crochet channel on YouTube, and in this tutorial we will work together a really nice and easy project, and that's it. This is my project. Can you see it? It's so beautiful, so nice, and it can be a pot holder, or can be dish clothes, or can be used to wash yourself on the shower. And I work it with cotton yarn, with worsted weight cotton yarn. Actually, this is the recycled cotton from Drops, and I'm using for this project a 5mm hook. So even if you don't have this weight of yarn of cotton, you can use any kind of cotton, even if it's thinner than this, and you can put it together like this, so to obtain actually the perfect thickness for your project. Now the technique that I use, it's the, how can I say, it's a knitting method. It's short rows, yes, short rows knitting method, but this time I use it in crochet, and you'll see it's not difficult at all. It's only a single crochet, work in back loops, and I will show you how to work it. Of course, it's really easy. You don't have to cut the yarn. You will see, it's so nice and so easy. Hope you will have fun with this pattern. I really have fun, and I really love to combine colors and to create new color combinations. I love them. Okay, now I let you to the tutorial, so have fun. So for this one I will use this white and the red. As I said, this is a cotton, recycled cotton from Drops yarns, and we will begin with the slip knot, and by chaining 13, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Now we will work not on the front side of the chain, but on the back side, and in this loop in the middle. Can you see it? So in this one I want to insert my hook. It can be a little bit tricky, and work my first single crochet. And now I will just go on and work like this for a total of 12 single crochets for this first row. And as I said before into the intro, we will work with only back loops from the next single crochet row, and with short rows in crochet. Okay, so let me just finish this. As you can see, I'm working only into the back loop, this loop that is popping up here on the back, and let me just finish my first row. I will be back to show you how to continue on. Okay, I finished my 12 single crochets. So this is my first row of the first triangle, because you will see we will work these as triangles, and we will just after we finish the very first triangle with this color, we will just add the second color, and then will be really easy. So chain 1, and as I said, we want to work only in back loops. So I will insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet, and now I can turn and work my first single crochet. For this second row I will work only 9 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, so only back loops, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 3 single crochets left unworked. Okay, chain 1 and turn your work. First insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet. Now turn your work. Work your first single crochet and 8 more for our 9 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one only back loop. And this is the 9th. Okay, and this is the 9 single crochet rows. There are 2. The first one, and we leave 3 unworked, and then we go back with 9 more. Okay, now chain 1, insert the hook into the first back loop of your first single crochet and work 6 this time. So only 6 single crochets. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we leave again 3 single crochets unworked. So we have 3 here and 3 here. Now chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet, turn and go on with your 6 single crochets. 3, and this is, let's say, the second sequence of our short rows. A sequence it's made by 2 rows. The row where we skip the so we actually leave unworked 3, and the row when we come back with the same number of stitches. Okay, and this is the next one. Chain 1, insert the hook into the first into the back loop of the first single crochet and turn. And now you will work just 3 single crochets on this row. 2 and 3. And of course from our 6 you will have 3 single crochets left unworked. Chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet and turn. Work 1, 2 and 3. And now we will work these 3, then these 3, and this and this. And actually we will work like this, and we will create our first triangle, and we will have again our 12 single crochets. Now let me just show you how. Chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet of your 3 here, and work your first 3 single crochets. 2 and 3. Okay, now skip directly into the first single crochet of the next group of 3 single crochets left unworked. So it's here that you have to work 1, the second, and the third. Okay, now skip directly into the next 3, into the first of the next 3 single crochets left unworked. Only back loops. 1, 2, and 3 again. And now we have our last group of 3 single crochets left unworked. Work your first one, your second, and into the last insert the hook, pull the yarn and leave the 2 loops on the hook. Now we have to change color. So I will take my contrasting color, which is red in my case, fold like this just to obtain a loop. Put this loop on your hook and pull this loop through these 2. Now actually what we did is we finished the single crochet with our new color. Perfect. And now we have 12 single crochets again, and we have our first triangle finished. So chain 1 and insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet. Now work your tail 2 here. So for a single crochet we will work all 12 single crochets, back loop only. So this is the row. Actually we work from now on 2 rows with 12, 2 rows with 9 single crochets, of course, 2 rows with 6 and 2 rows with 3. Only that the 2 rows with 12, the first one will be worked with one color and the second one will be worked with the next color. So with the contrasting color. Oops. Here, and I have just one more, which is this one, and this is really tricky. Here it is, only back loop. I will try to work the tail here too. Okay, and now I have 12 single crochets. So we work the short rows, so we leave unworked the 3 single crochets in each of our second row. When we go to the center of our circle, because as you can see it's a circle. Now I only worked my first triangle here and I begin my second one with the second color that I choose. Now as you can see, when we go through the center of our circle, we work the short row. So I have 12. Now chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet, and in this row we will work only 9 single crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Back loop only. And we have 3 to leave unworked. Chain 1, turn, and work your 9 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, these are my 2 rows with 9 single crochet. Chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet, and now work only, we go through the center. So we will work another short row with 6. We always leave 3 unworked, 3 single crochets unworked, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and only into the row that goes through the center. Okay, I worked my 6, I have my 3 left unworked, chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet, turn, and of course work your 6 single crochets. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, chain 1, insert the hook on the back loop of the first single crochet, and now we go through the center, so we will work only 3 single crochets. We will left 3 unworked. Leave, sorry, 3 unworked. Okay, chain 1, insert the hook into the back loop and work your 3 single crochets. 2 and 3. And now we have our triangle almost ready. We just need to work our 12 single crochets working 3 from here, 3, so actually working all the 3 groups of 3 single crochets left unworked from our short rows. So chain 1, insert the hook and work your first group of 3 single crochets. Okay, now skip directly into the next group, into the first single crochet of the next group of 3 single crochets left unworked from our rows with 6. Now skip directly into the next group of single crochets, 3 single crochets left unworked, and work them too. And now this is my last, so skip directly into the first single crochet of the last group of 3, work 1, 2, and the third one. Don't finish it, you will change the yarn, and you don't want to cut the yarn because it's this the way that you will change the yarn. Now can you see, I take this yarn and I want to finish the single crochet with my white color. Now I finished 2 triangles, as you can see. I have to work 8 more all around, and then I will be back to show you how to finish actually the work. Now chain 1 and you will repeat the second triangle for 8 times more. So chain 1, insert the hook into the first, and now work your second row with 12. The first row with 12 was actually the last with red. That one, when you work the groups of 3 single crochets left unworked. Okay. Now I finished with this one, and I just want to go on with 9 and then to leave 3 single crochets in only through the center. Then I will work 9 more through the external part. Then I will work 6 through the center, so I will leave 3 more unworked, and then I will go back through the external part with 6 more. Then I will work only 3 and I will leave 3 unworked, and then I will work 3 more, and then I will work my 12 single crochets to the through the center, actually working the groups of 3 single crochets left unworked. Okay, and I will change color and I go on like this with my triangles. So as I said, we need 10 triangles, work like this all around. I already worked 2 and I began my third. Okay, I will be back to show you actually how to when I finish my 10 triangles, and how to actually close it and to, yes, finish the project. So I finished my last triangle, and I have here both yarns in the middle, of course, here. So I have the white and the red. I finished with the red, of course. And I have 10 triangles all around. Now I want to cut the yarn like this, so make it the loop, the last loop, longer, and into put it like this and cut. And now you can just take this from the skein and you remain with this, and cut a longer yarn of this one that remains, so the other color. With this one we will sew the middle, and with this one we will sew the 2 parts, the first triangle to the last triangle. So first we will sew together the first and the last, the first, yes, and the last triangles. Now I will insert the hook into this loop, which is here, and then into the loop which is under, okay, into the red actually. And now again into this one which is under, and here into this one. And of course pull tight and go on and sew like this the parts together. One from under, one from, so this one and this one, these two loops. Now I have the last two, and the last actually. Okay, and now I just want to stitch, take some stitches to weave in the remaining yarn, and of course I will do the same thing with this one. Okay, enough. Cut the remaining yarn, and now this one in the middle, and here I want to take actually the yarn. So when we change yarn, okay, we have these loops remaining here, so into these loops I insert the needle and pull and go on until you have this hole close. Like this, and now this one, and pull, and this one, okay, it's perfect. Okay, so that's it. Now I just want to cut the yarn. I just want to make some stitches to lose this one too, and my swirl pot holder or anything else you want to make with this is ready. Nice and colorful. And I have just this end to wave in. And that's it. This is the project. Hope you enjoy it. I really am satisfied with the result. I really like it. I have this one here, and I think I will make some more because, as I said, I really love them. Hope you will love them too. So see you at the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe for other more